Hey everyone, welcome back to part 2 of building Benny's spaceship from the Lego movie. In part 1 we built bag 1, which was 3 minifigures and these 2 accessory ships. In part 2, we're going to get into bag 2 and probably bag 3. We'll just have to see how far we get. I'll put a link right down here to part 1 if you missed it. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's see what we have in bag number 2. Of course, we got a little bag inside bag 2. So, bag 2 is really 2 bags. And we've got assortment of mostly just bricks and a few tiles and plates. So here we go. I'm going to try to stay as far zoomed out as possible because I know this is going to get big pretty quickly. So here we go. So we're going to start off with a Technic brick with some Technic pins. So that's more or less going to start to create a pretty sturdy foundation. So if you've seen any of my other videos, or specifically some of my drop tests, anytime there's a Technic frame assembly, it really just holds the model together extremely well. There's almost no instability of the model at all. So I like to see the Technic pieces incorporated because I know it's going to make a good model, a good sturdy model. It's a little bit harder for some of the kids to sometimes grasp the way things are connected using Technic pieces, but if you can get past that, it really makes a great sturdy model. Got some yellow mixed in here. And once again, just like in part 1, looking at the instructions that I have printed in front of me, the dark bluish gray pieces, which are these pieces here, actually look black, which are the black pieces right here. It's just the way it's printed in my copy of the instructions. It's not very clear at all, which is unfortunate. It makes it a little bit confusing. I've seen it before, so it didn't really catch me off guard, but I could see it catching someone off guard that's not necessarily familiar with building a lot of Lego sets from the instructions, because they may be looking for a black piece. So that's the only reason why it bothers me, is I don't want it to make people not want to build Lego sets because it's too confusing. Alright, so you can see stacking these bricks on top of the little Lego Technic frame has gone pretty quickly. I've got a couple other big frame pieces right there. More Technic pins. So this thing is really starting to morph into something pretty large. And 2 more square Technic frame pieces. All right, so now we'll do 8 of these. It does hang over. These are basically modified bricks with a little, I guess, slot in the side. I don't know what the official name is. You can see how it has that little slot in there. So what this allows is for something to slide through it. Basically kind of create a like a drawer type assembly. So I'm guessing by putting 8 of them here, along with some little panels, so we're basically going to create something that they can slide in there. Alright, just when I thought I was done with the Technic pieces, there's a few more. Okay. Building 2 of these little assemblies. Anytime it calls out for 2 things, I always build them at the same time. It's faster than building at one time and going back and building another one. And like I said before, it's a personal preference. You can do it one way or the other, as long as 2 of them gets built. Okay. Okay, so there we go. That is bag number 2 right there. So we basically started what I'm assuming is the bottom of the spaceship. And we're just going to keep on expanding and stacking and building onto it. Now, here is the one piece that's left over from bag number 2. Normally these bags have at least 3 or 4 extra pieces. This one has 1. A Technic pin. That's it. So, let's go ahead and jump right into bag number 3. Dumping 3 out, and then of course we got 2 smaller bags inside bag number 3. So I'll spread some of these pieces out, so I can find the stuff. I'm not really going to sort them because it's a pretty small assortment of pieces. With the numbered bags, they usually keep the amount of pieces per bag pretty minimal to make it where you don't really have to sort them too much. I do keep the individual little bag pieces together, so I dump them in their own little piles. But once they're dumped out, that's it. I just leave them the way they are. So starting with bag 3, we're going to continue on with some more Technic bricks, Technic pins, and more or less continue our rigid frame for the spaceship. These Technic building techniques that they're using are nothing new, pretty common. where you have two Technic bricks put together with some pins, and then you put some plates on top of it to hold it together even better. Really, this happened in the first video. I was building and the phone's ringing right in the middle of the video. And it wasn't my mom, or else I would have answered it. All right, where are we at? There we go. So it looks like we're building a little cockpit area. Okay, where's that? What are the, oh, they're clips. I was looking for regular bricks. It's a modified brick with a clip. Pay attention to the instructions. That's why they put pictures there. Alright, so there we go. I got some tools put in there. And now we're on to more Technic bricks. A lot of Technic bricks and pins. What? Oh, it is a lot of Technic bricks and pins. More pins than bricks. 7 pins, 2 bricks. Piece is getting bigger and bigger by the minute. Is that right? That is right. There we go. So we're just getting this frame built up pretty quickly. Space seats, 3 of them, right here on the front. These are what I call space seats. They've got a little bit of an extra room back there, so the minifigure with the air tanks on the back can sit there, and that has room for the air tanks. So it's pretty not really exclusive, but you commonly would see it in the space themed sets. A random red brick right in the middle of our spaceship. What's up with that? Cool little control panel in the cockpit area. Those are printed pieces. So we've got a few printed pieces and the rest are all stickered. What's up with that? If you're gonna print it all. I'm just saying. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Oh. I left a few pieces off. Where did I miss that? Where's the other one at? There it is. I'm getting confused here. I know what it is. I'm trying to go too fast. I need to slow down and look at the part count for each of these pieces. As I start to go too fast, I'll accidentally skip a few pieces. It's not on purpose. Ah, flick fires, yay. Just what I hate. Don't shoot your eye out, kids. With all these flick fires. Alright, so that one goes there. On to the next one, which is real similar to the other side. It's just flipped over in reverse. Pieces rolling away. So I hope everyone builds on a hard surface, some sort of table, and not the floor, because it does make a huge difference if you build on the carpet. I usually build on tables or hard surfaces. I can't remember ever building anything on a carpet, but the benefit of the carpet is that when you pour the pieces out, they don't roll around. Now if you've got real thick carpet, pieces may get lost inside the carpet, or harder to find, I guess. But what I have done on tables is I'll put some sort of cloth or something else on the table and dump the pieces on them. It works real well when you build Technic sets, because when they're on that cloth, then they don't have the tendency to roll around and get away from you. Anybody else done that out there? Or do you have another? I guess I've seen some people pour pieces into little plastic bowls. Does that help? I think sometimes you want the pieces to be spread around so you can see them. So pouring them in a bowl, I don't know if that really helps much at all, because then you've got to look around through the bowl. So you can see now we're starting to get some mass to this spaceship. It's starting to get bigger and bigger. Looks good for that step. On to the next step. So here's another printed piece, which is probably one of the best pieces in this set, just because it has the classic Lego Space logo printed on it. There it is. So it's this 2x4x1 sloped brick. And it's got the classic logo space. Classic space logo. Butchered that. Printed on it. So that goes right there. Now we're going to build the nose of the spaceship. Got some round bricks. So let's zoom out a little bit, because now comes the step of connecting it to the other piece right here. There it goes. So see how big it's getting now? It's growing and growing. And we're almost done with bag 3, which I think we will stop it after this one. And pick it up bag 4 in part 3 of these videos. So these plates are holding on the 2 pieces we just connected. This model is going to be really sturdy. I'm definitely going to drop this, see how well it holds up. I think it will hold up pretty well, just based on what I'm seeing right now. But we never know until we drop it. That's why we drop it. So hey, that is the end of bag 2 and 3. So you can see we're really starting to see the form of this spaceship. We do have 5 extra pieces left over from bag 3. Remember, there's only 1 left over from bag 2. But you can see it's basic stuff. You've got 2 Technic pins and 2 studs. One of them is a trans red, and the other one's a trans green. So that's the only extra pieces. Like usual, they are pieces that could potentially get lost. So they're just small little bitty pieces. So thanks for watching part 2. Make sure to check out part 3. If you're watching this after it's already been uploaded, then part 3 may be available. If not, make sure to subscribe and don't miss any of our other videos. And we will catch you next time. Make sure to thumbs up if you like what you saw. So thanks for watching. Later.